without that tab. It won't work that way. It should work that way, and it worked that way for me yesterday, but for some reason it's just not connecting.
Mm-hmm.
Just close out the tab and pull it up again.
Simplest fucking way.
Uh-huh. Trust me, I tried.
Uh-huh. Why wouldn't you try?
Right.
It should work that way.
It did work that way.
LOL.
It was working that way for me, like for most of the time that I first tried.
Wow.
And then it just stopped working.
Wow.
And I was like, and
Wow.
I tried to Google it. I was like, what the fuck is this? And they're like, we don't know. It's a YouTube glitch.
Great.
And then they tried to give me a solution. Didn't work. So I was like, fuck it. Figure out a way to get it around it, and that's just my way now.
Uh-huh.
That's a cool thumbnail.
Thanks. Okay. Alright, let's see.
You need to switch your top chat to live chat again.
Dude, this is infinitely better.
Yeah, I know.
Why did you want me to keep it on 20 FPS?
Well, I was mostly experimenting.
Great.
I told you to turn it down eventually.
Yeah. Alright.
Dying of water. Where are you going? Overland Station has a fucking water thingy, and you're right there.
I forgot about the well. I was just gonna go to my drinking fountain at Grey Garden.
With the rads. Oh, okay.
With the rads?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Swear to God, that shit gives you
You
ads.
don't know the fuck you're talking about.
Swear to God.
Hallucinating right now.
You're tripping like a bitch right now.
You would know.
Gucci, Gucci. Student council president.
Fighting with gamma guns.
Man, I'm so hurt by the last bitch anime I watched.
Oh yeah.
The one that I really liked.
Yeah.
Because they got my standards all up when it came to like the guys. Because now I'm just noticing how much they be like jipping the guys' backstories, just filling it all with the girl's shit and the girl's problem, and now the girl is like this uncontrollable mess. Okay, but they never talk about the guy's feelings and how the guy is hurting. And I mean, sometimes, usually they do a backstory and like and show his home life and stuff like that. But in this one, they just didn't do any of that at all. They just were like, fuck all of that. He's just this beautiful, gorgeous, mysterious, just, you know, model-esque thing. That's just what he is. Okay? Oh my god, you opened up. I need to do that. You got rid of that crap. I need to do that. It's so much better.
I know, right?
You should get rid of the. No, you shouldn't get rid of it on the other side. Fuck that.
I know, right? Yeah. It's a lot nicer.
So much more space
I know.
by getting rid of all that crap. Overcompensation. The rich really be like. And it's really funny that they use the excuse of the fucking gorgeous and genuine culture that having a big beautiful palace and work that the whole community put in to make that big beautiful palace, the beauty of all of that, they then turn into this really shallow thing of, just overcompensating for, feeling small inside. And now all of them have a big fancy house that, and no one fucking praises the work anyway. I'm tripping. I'm tripping because there's a part of my anime. They're talking about that in my anime right now. They're not talking about it deliberately, but like, how did I get there? What's happening is, uh, you know how the girl's she's the student council president. So I don't even know how high up that she is. That might be like all of the grades.
Okay.
Like, I think that is all of the grades. Student council president. Because the student council is probably
sounds like all the grades to me.
Right. Because the student council is like the whole hierarchy of the students, So, like, if she's the president of the student council, that sounds like she's the president of all the students to me.
That's what it sounds like to me.
It's like she's the main number one student. Okay, which would make sense for how much she'd be bossing everybody the fuck around. But anyway, so she gets called onto the scene. She's literally off duty. It's nighttime. Okay, it's fucking nighttime. It is not school time, and she gets called off duty because two boys from her school are out in their uniforms, and they got into a fight with these other boys who are out in their uniforms. And the boys who are out in their uniforms that they got into a fight with, the boys from her school, the ones that they got into a fight with, the boys from the other school was like this really elite, like, super prestigious, lots of money, fucking school, right?
Right.
And they're totally, like, looking down on them. Like, this guy who supposedly got punched, and it was, like, completely one-sided, so he says, he's just a total asshole. This representative from this other school of elites, right?
Yeah.
He's, like, looking down on the poor, or whatever. And so on the way to, so they want the boys who threw the punch, which are the rascals from her school. He wants them to apologize for punching him, but they don't want to apologize. Naturally. So days later she forces them to get on a bus and go to the place so that they can apologize. So they're all on the bus. They all just got off the bus and are like in front of the place now, and they haven't gone in yet. But they show up and it's like this giant mansion of a school. Like, it looks like some Victorian ass slave house, like a slave plantation home. This is literally what it looks like. Okay, like some Victorian ass, European ass, really fancy. It looks like the fucking White House, but yellow. God damn it.
Right.
All right. Okay, so, and you're like, and my thoughts are, you don't need that for no school. For no good school, you don't need anywhere near all of that. Like, so, like, what was the point of it? Just to be beautiful? Partly, but no, not all of it. You know what I mean? And I know a lot that then my brain was like, they're overcompensating for something. Like, the bitch who was not satisfied with the building plans until it looked like this, or man, or whoever it was, you know, or it's overcompensating for something.
Yeah, but that's the human condition, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying what it's not. I'm just saying.
Right. I mean,
So I'm just analyzing one of our flaws, I guess.
yeah. I'm just saying it wasn't specific to them as the type of people that they were.
What do you mean?
It's just a thing that all people experience.
Yeah, but there's levels.
Sure.
The more money you have, the more you're gonna do it. I think.
Well,
In general.
yeah, because you'll be more capable in acting upon that impulse.
Exactly.
But that's just a function of your capacity.
But I also think the longer there is money in your family, the more common that is, and the more the amount that is in your lineage comes into that money. Because like we were talking about earlier, the more comfortable you are, the worse we get. Usually.
What was the concept we were just discussing?
The more money you have in a family, like I'm talking over generations, and the more the more people in that family are going to overcompensate. I mean, but what I mean by that is the amount that the people do it is going to be more. Like it's going to follow with the more, like more that a family becomes an old money family, the more common it is going to be for the men who are supposed to be, you know, the shining stars of the world to become these people who have a small person complex, whether or not it's true.
Okay.
I'm just saying, having a high level of overcompensation for something is directly tied with having too much of a certain resource.
Hmm.
Maybe only specifically money, but I think that it will probably transfer.
Well, I'm skeptical about that, just because I see I can just I see lots of ways in which everyone overcompensates all the time. So,
I know. I'm just saying. I'm talking about the situations where it's not just everyone overcompensating all the time level. It's abnormal, too much, which I do consider this to be.
oh well, you have to define too much then.
Yeah, I wasn't defining it specifically. I'm just saying this is an example of whatever it is. Having this giant ass school with all the windows and all the pillars and all the fucking uppity attitudes.
Is that those are bad things?
Too much of anything.
Sure, but what is too much of those things?
When just having them becomes the focus. When it's not, there's a purpose to having them. No, just having them. The too much things. The pillars, the windows, the space, the attitudes. When it becomes, it's just important to have them just cause, rather than there is a reason for having them, that would be too much.
That would be entirely contextual. I mean, a priori, there is a reason for having them, and whether or not the people are paying the proper respect to
Okay,
those
well then
objective reasons.
it's maybe not having a reason isn't a good way to put it. It depends on the reasoning. Appearances is only so important.
Yes.
You can't make appearances the top priority. That is when it becomes too much.
Right. So you agree it's contextual.
I like everything is contextual. That doesn't mean there isn't a general rule.
Well, to me, the general rule would be that uppityness and opulence are good things until they cause bad things to happen, just like with most things.
It depends on what your definition of uppity is, and I don't know the other word that you used. So
Opulence just means extreme richness,
no, there's nothing wrong with inherently wrong with being extremely rich.
like having a gigantic house or a really nice one.
Well, you don't just because you're extremely rich doesn't mean you're going to have a gigantic house or even a really nice one.
Okay, well, that's what opulence means.
Okay, yes, I agree. There's nothing inherently wrong with having an extremely nice house or an extremely large house. Some people have legit reasons for having both of those. Okay, a lot of people,
Everyone, technically.
depending on your definition of legit.
Right. Again, it's contextual. I think we're agreeing.
I don't know. That's not the conclusion I'm coming to.
You're coming to a conclusion where it's not contextual?
I believe there's a general rule for everything. You just have to apply the context into the rule.
There being a general rule doesn't contradict it being contextual.
Okay, fine. Then sure. Yes, as long as you're saying there's a general rule for every context, sure.
Saying it's contextual means there's a general rule for every context.
Whatever.
That's what context means.
Whatever. Yes, I agree with every context. With every change to the context, the rule can change. I agree. 100%. I've never disagreed with that ever. I was just making very, very large generalities. I wasn't trying to apply a million different contexts to it.
Okay. I can easily disable my camera if I want to, right?
Yes, the eyes button next to webcam.
Webcam eye off. Wow, that's nice.
Just make sure you remember to turn it back on. Yeah. Speaking of which,
Should be almost time.
19 minutes.
Cool.
Oh, cheap, cheap. Is that what you're doing? Cheap, cheap.
Yeah. Oh my
You're
God.
about to pass out.
I'm not about to pass out. I'm trying to pass some gas. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, well, cheap, cheap. Oh, cheap, cheap.
Yeah. Cheap, 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 cheap. How about you shut up? How about that, dude? Oh, fuck. Can I have a couple of those?
This is why I expose you, foolish, poor folk. LOL. Despise. I mean, dispose. LOL.
Oh, well, I was gonna say what?
He said.
Don't you mean dispose of?
No. He said, "This is why I despise you. You." This is why I despise you, foolish poor folk. That's a meme. That's such a meme. Oh my god, I can't.
That's definitely a teacher meme.
I love it. I gotta find
You're a terrible person. Did you know that?
it. Look at it. Just look at it. That's a fucking meme, and I'm tweeting it right now. I should make it my background.
I was literally about to say that's your next background right there.
It's even better than getting.
Mm-hmm. Let you embrace your masculine side.
I should change that to my I should make my profile pic on Twitch.
It's not as good as the one you have now.
You don't think so? Oh god, I can't
It's
even.
not as you.
Yeah, I'm not like that. I'm just.
You're much more the.
I know the bitch I showed is actually like me.
Yes,
but
you're
like
much more the Doshio punch a man in the face.
when he makes me embarrassed. Yes. Don't embarrass me.
Don't let me embarrass myself. I'll punch you in the face.
LOL. Not quite, but whatever.
I was just messing with you, Deidre. One has the worst stomach pains, it says. I am a poor desert, I am a poor tea.
Got him.
Got who? Me?
No.
Who? Deidre.
Really, Hulu? You are a fucking piece of shit. Hulu won't let me take screenshots of the.
What? Won't let you take screenshots
of the anime.
Are you for real?
Yeah, I'm for real.
Dude, Crunchy isn't retarded.
I don't know if it's on Crunchy though. It should be though if it's on fucking Hulu.
Fucking.
But that's like.
Hulu is a piece of shit for doing that.
I know. What are you, my bank? No.
Right.
What are you doing?
Lost in thought.
Okay.
Such as such as. Such as such as. I was hurt, Deidre.
Hulu has a different translation. I mean, this show, this site
they
has
have a different
no,
translation.
not Hulu, but the site that I found that I can pull up, take screenshots on my phone because Crunchyroll doesn't have it.
Wow.
This is why I hate pitiless fools like you. Different.
This is a totally unacceptable, inferior translation.
Uh huh.
The fuck? Alright, you're gonna have to take a photo of a paused screen on Hulu.
No, that's so not a meme. Oh. No. What do you mean take a photo of a paused screen on Hulu?
Like,
With my phone?
yes.
That's not a meme.
What are you talking about?
That's not a meme. A meme is a screenshot. Always.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. An image is an image is an image.
The image quality will be so shit, it's not worth doing it.
Whatever. Well, if you want to be like that, you should just edit the two different images together.
What two images?
That's right, you don't have the other one. That's an image.
What other one?
The one with the subtitle that you want.
Mm. Oh, that's an idea. How to do prints. Got him. Got him.
This is why I despise you, Polish forefolk, Deidre.
I can't.
You're so hilarious.
Twitter.
You're so fucking funny.
Come to me, my Nessie.
LOL.
Background. Edit. Profile.
Deidre says, oh. Let me see it again. I love it. It pairs really perfectly with your profile picture. Super nice. His head leans toward your head.
Yeah.
And your head leans toward his head.
Mm-hmm.
But you're also like looking away from each other, sort of. It's like I don't know. It's very artistic.
I wish I could.
Like your profile looks like it's the cover of the anime that is your life. You know what I mean?
What's that purple monster thing emoji? There it is. I made a tweet.
You're such a little bitch.
Well, I wanted people to be able to see the full photo.
Beautiful.
That's your name. Ugh, I'm supposed to start streaming in 2 minutes. I'll probably just let you do your thing because I'm already tired. So like, I'm gonna try to stay up as long as I can so that I can sleep as late as I can, and I'm not gonna try to make you. I'm too tired. I mean, I could probably, if I started right now, I might be able to do a tiny bit of fighting, especially if I took another sip. I could make it happen. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I want you to do your thing. It's
I
not
am
like
in the middle of on my way to try to go do.
it's not like I have to stop playing my game. No one's even watching me right now.
Yeah. Well, it's up to you. Whenever you want to stop,
Yeah.
we'll switch.
Do I need to save my game again?
You didn't have to save your game the first time. You need to put your controller somewhere safer than that, though. So it'll be about a lot of moving or shit around. Put that back over there for a second. Okay, I need the HDMIs.
Which ones?
Both. I need everything. I need the HDMI that comes from your PlayStation. That's coming out of your PlayStation. I need it hooked into mine.
What?
That. Did you hit stop